Hey girls, it's Cynthia Kazuba from Shreveport, Louisiana, back again for week 3 of the Entree Challenge festival in May called Mudbug Madness. And mudbugs are another name that we call crawfish. The name of my dish today is Louisiana spicy crawfish with blackened chicken, andouille and pasta, and a Tasso Cajun cream sauce. Now I'm going to pull out a big crawfish here so I can show y'all how to eat one. You're going to hold the tail and kind of pinch it and twist the head off. You're going to go about 2 of the joints and just peel that off. And now you're going to pinch the bottom of the tail and pull the crawfish meat up. Now, the test to see if you're a real Cajun or not is if you eat the head. And when I say eat the head, it's to suck the head. Now, if you don't have boiled crawfish, that's okay. Most grocery stores or specialty shops will have frozen crawfish meat. And I have here 2 cups of crawfish that I've already peeled and put in a colander. Aside from the crawfish, I have some chicken tenderloins. And then for our blackening season, I'm using a teaspoon of some Old Bay blackening season and a teaspoon of Louisiana Cajun seasoning. You're going to need the juice from half of a lemon. You're going to need 2 links of andouille sausage chopped up. A cup of Tasso diced. Some olive oil. 1 shallot diced, it comes to about 2 tablespoons. A cup of diced bell pepper. And I got 2 14.5 ounces of diced tomatoes, but I'm using half of 2 different kinds. I have fire roasted and regular, and I'm just going to use both of them, but you only have to use one. You can even chop up your own tomatoes. I have a tablespoon of green onions diced, 3 teaspoons of minced garlic, or 1 tablespoon. I have half a cup of white wine. Now with this recipe, you can use the brick cream cheese, or you can use the reduced fat or fat-free. You can use spinach and artichoke, chive and onion, the whipped. But we're using the sun-dried tomato and basil. Along with the Philadelphia cream cheese, I have 5 ounces of half and half, a half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and I'm just going to sprinkle the seasonings. On both sides of the chicken. Alright, then we're going to juice half of a lemon. Drizzle a little bit of olive oil in a skillet, and I have it on medium-high heat. And gonna lay our chicken. And here's our chicken in our skillet. While our chicken is blackening, I'm going to take our andouille sausage and place it in a separate skillet on medium-high heat without any butter or oil. And we're flipping our andouille sausage over to the other side. And I also have a pot of water that I'm going to put on high and start boiling for our pasta. Now if you can't find andouille sausage in your grocery store, you can use regular smoked sausage. Andouille sausage is used in a wide variety of Cajun dishes. You'll find them in gumbo, jambalayas, red beans and rice. And speaking of red beans and rice, it was said that in the earlier times in New Orleans, Mondays was wash day, and so the women would cook red beans and rice on Mondays, So the beans would be simmering on the stove all day long while they attended their wash. Now we're going to leave the grease. We're going to leave the grease from the sausage in the pan because we're going to use that with some more olive oil to saute our tasso. And it is smoking, it's hot, so it's time to add our tasso. And we're going to let this cook or saute for about a minute. Because tasso comes from the pig's shoulder and ham comes from the hind leg. So since that shoulder muscle is constantly moving, tasso is very tender and has some great fatty pieces. Now we're going to add our shallots and our bell pepper. Our onions are browning and translucent. It's been about 2 minutes. Now I'm going to add the tomatoes. Remember, I have the fire roasted. And I have the regular dice. Now, the 3 teaspoons of minced garlic. And I diced 1 stalk of green onion. Alright, our water has come to a boil in our pot. So let's add our pasta. Okay, now you can use any kind of pasta you want. I have 3 different kinds here. I'm only going to use 1. Okay, I just added the ravioli. Now I'm going to pour some salt and 1/2 cup of white wine to our bell pepper, onion, tomato mix. Our wine is almost completely evaporated. It's time to add our crawfish. A couple dashes of Louisiana hot sauce. Tabasco can be substituted as well. And I've already drained my pasta. And in the same pan or pot that we drained our pasta, we're going to melt the 8 ounces of cream cheese. And remember, I'm using the sun-dried tomato and basil. And it's the 8 ounces of the tomato, or it's 8 ounces of the sun-dried tomato and basil cream cheese. And 5 ounces of half and half. Add the 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. We have our ravioli and our tortellini. Stir those together. So our pasta is ready. I have spooned it into a bowl. But now we have to garnish the chicken and our andouille sauce. We have our spicy Louisiana crawfish with blackened chicken and andouille pasta with a Cajun Tasso cream sauce. Now remember, you can change this and use any of the Philadelphia cream cheeses. All of them would be good. And I encourage you to try this recipe out with the different styles of Philly cream cheese. Pasta would go great with some French bread. I don't have any, but it would go great with some. And also a nice sweet Riesling. See y'all next week when we do desserts. Thank you.